Hi everyone, I'm Steve here with Brian Sanchez. Brian Sanchez is a personal trainer at Fitness for 10 in Carson City, Nevada. Go say hi to him. I'm sure he'd love to meet you. So, welcome, Brian.
Hey, thanks for having me, Steve.
So, let's talk about some tips to starting an exercise program, or maybe um, tips, eight, 9 tips. I think you got 9 tips on someone who's going to start an exercise program or restart an exercise program or maybe get into the gym for the first time. So, what would your tip number one be?
So when we look at entering the gym, obviously there's a lot of different phases people are at where they have to really define how committed they are to coming to a facility or even doing a workout program at the house. Uh, so I think it's really important to either commit to tip number one is commit to 2 to 3 days a week. Don't overcommit, don't undercommit. Take your calendar out, set it on your phone. If you're old school and you got a calendar on the wall, write out that entire month, 2 to 3 days a week. You can take it either a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or a Tuesday, Friday, or Monday, Thursday. However you're going to set it up. Put it all together. Get ready. 2 to 3 days a week. Make the commitment.
That's good. Okay. What would be your second tip?
Along with that, when you're new to the facility or you're just getting restarted, remember, we're not in the best condition sometimes and we have to refire the body. So it's kind of important to really kind of pick the duration of your workout in the beginning. A lot of clients, when they come and work with us, we might go an hour because we're doing other things in the program. But if you're doing this by yourself, I recommend you kind of start in the 20 to 40-minute zone for your workouts. If you're going to go really hard and you're going to be trying like a hit program because you're wild and you want to get right into it, maybe start focusing on the lower time allotment because of the maximum effort you're going to be putting out. So maybe go about maybe go 20, 25 minutes, maybe a 30-minute workout your first go. If you're going to be more into the cardio side, you're doing a lot of walking and things like that, well, then you're going to want to go a little bit longer. But I'm going to say in those first couple of weeks, focus on 20 to 30 minutes for every workout, 2 to 3 times a week.
Okay, that's good. How about number three?
Uh, Third time is people always ask us, well, what's better, morning or afternoon or evening? It doesn't matter. The body's not going to tell you necessarily you have to do it in a certain time. So here's the importance of when's the best time to work out. And you have to decide this. Again, it's based on your commitment. I'm already telling you, hey, let's get down here 2 to 3 days a week. Let's run 20 to 40 minutes on your first thing. Your best time to work out is the time that you're going to commit to it. Not the time I'm going to tell you to show up, not the time Steve Main's going to tell you to show up. You've got to take a time that you know you will commit to, that you will make yourself available. A lot of people like to say, hey, I'm so busy, I can't get down there. You can find 20, 30 minutes in your day. You just have to be willing to make it that important. So readjust that priority, set the time. If 5 p.m. is your time, be there. If 5 a.m. is your time, be there. That's your choice. Set the time you will show up. That's your best time to work out.
Yeah, I mean, that's really important, you got to be committed and you got to have discipline and you got to have some consistency to get results. So, what's your fourth tip?
So when we're looking at ideas on how to work out, again, this goes back to even some of our videos in the past that we've talked about. Real important when you're getting started in the gym, make sure your body is fueled. This doesn't mean you go get biscuits and gravy, 20 minutes before you work out or stop in at Taco Bell and slam a burrito on your way to the gym. That's not a good idea. You're just asking to throw up, which is kind of funny, but we don't want to see it. I recommend that when you're getting started in your program, no more than an hour ahead. I wouldn't make it any sooner than that. I wouldn't commit a half hour, but at least 1 hour to 3 hours before, eat a light, healthy something. Maybe something with a little carb and a little protein. One of the perfect little examples might be apples and peanut butter. But have something a good hour ahead of your workout. I wouldn't say no more than 3 hours ahead of your workout.
Hmm. Okay. Yeah, and people got to kind of find their own way on stuff like that, you know. Maybe it's 45 minutes for me, maybe it's an hour and a half for you, maybe it's a little more for me, maybe it's a little less for you. So you got to
Right.
kind of you got to find that sweet spot. So give us a fifth tip.
Uh, Drink lots of water. When people aren't training, a lot of the times, because of what we do in this world, we drink a lot of coffee. We drink these energy drinks. We drink other alternative beverages that are almost a diuretic to us. A lot of people don't have enough water in their system. And when you're first getting started, if you're staying in that 20 to 40-minute zone or under an hour, you don't need to be reaching for electrolyte fluids and stuff like this. So basic water, make sure you're drinking water till you got to pee. It's really that simple. Stay hydrated. If you go into the gym dehydrated, you're defeating the effectiveness of your body. The body is not designed to operate in a dehydrated state. So water.
Okay. What was it? How about six?
Six. I think this should be its own separate discussion. But don't come into the gym and look at the back of your arms and say, my arms are fat. How do I get rid of my arm fat? The body does not zone or target fat reduction. We can target and zone the movement and the strength of certain areas of the body, but we can't say, I'm going to lose fat in my belly button. There's a lot more to that. We'll save that for another discussion.
Yeah,
But don't
we do
think
have
that way and you won't get disappointed.
yeah, we do have that one coming up because a lot of people have asked, you know, how do I lose belly fat around a C-section? How do I get rid of my flabby arms? And so that's a kind of a common question. We definitely will hit that one.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, seven.
The seventh one, um, you can't worry about um, what you lift. In other words, leave your ego at the door. I get this a lot more, actually more from our male clients. They like to talk about what they used to do and they want to relive yesterday. And so my rule when I'm working with new people or when somebody comes into the gym and asks me, I always say leave the ego card at the door. And start out with weights that you can operate successfully through your workout. Don't try to come in and deadlift 315 pounds if you haven't deadlifted in 10 years. Just don't do it. Don't worry about that. Work your way into it. So I think we even did a Don't Be That Bro segment on that in one of
We
our
did.
things if you look at our channel. And we really, really emphasize for people getting restarted, lift within your means, exercise within your ability.
Okay, how about tip number eight?
Soreness. This is important for everybody because it goes through everyone's mind. If you're sore because you worked out, don't stop. In other words, if I come in on a Monday and I do my first workout in my new program and I'm really, really sore because I overdid it because I wasn't paying attention, well, hey, no biggie. It doesn't mean I don't work out on Wednesday. That means I lighten the load or I have a solid stretch program prepared to loosen up the target areas that are sore. And if you don't know how to do that, do a targeted active stretch prior to working out so you don't minimize the explosion ability of your muscle. I'm not talking about static holding stretching. I'm talking about movement exercise type of stuff. Just ask us. But come in and do your workout. If you lifted too hard, then get on your treadmill. Don't skip because you're sore. Continue to work at creating a better life for you.
That's a good piece of advice. You don't want to get out of the habit of going into the gym or going into a room in your home where you exercise, your garage or outside or whatever. Stay in the pattern and do some active recovery. We've talked about this a lot. Make sure that your recovery matches your intensity level, but don't get out of the habit of exercising. So that's a good one. Last one, number 9, tip.
My last tip today for those getting started is we hear a lot about um, people want to lose weight. And, you know, what's better for you, cardio or strength training? And my answer is yes. I think people get confused because when they start running and go out jogging, they lose weight. Well, it's because you're exercising. It's because you're creating a caloric deficit. It doesn't mean that cardio is the best way. In fact, when it comes to strength training, developing that muscle to burn more calories is going to benefit you in the long run than a 40-minute steady pace jog. So you need to use both. Don't separate that out of your programs. Have a little bit of strength with a little bit of cardio in your beginning. And hey, come talk to us. Shoot us an email if you don't want to sign up with us. Find out from us, and we can show you how to get that started. We're here for all of you.
Right. You guys have questions, put them in the comment section here. And we thank you, Brian. Those are all good tips. Brian Sanchez, Carson City Fitness and Aerobics. No, you're at Fitness for 10.
Yes, one of your many gyms.
Yeah. Fitness for 10 in Carson City, Nevada. And go down, say hi. You have questions. We're happy to help you. So thanks for being with us, Brian.
Hey, we'll see you next time, Steve.